Welcome to another Call of Duty World War II Nintendo Switch rumour roundup. Haven't done one of these in a while just because what I am doing now, I'm constantly getting information all of the time, like constantly getting rumours from different sources. But what I'm going to do is not do like individual videos covering these little rumours. What I am waiting for is something concrete, and then basically what I will do is cover all of the small stuff first and then include the concrete stuff at the end. So what I will do in this video is cover all of the smaller stuff first and then get to the main concrete rumour at the end of this video. So I've got another Call of Duty World War II Nintendo Switch video coming soon as well. I did actually record that video last week. And basically in that video I basically talked about something that I did notice, which I will cover in that video. I'm not going to go into that just because I will just spoil that video, but something interesting that I did spot, and I will post that video soon. But let's just get on with this video. So pretty much some people have noticed that Beenox are following a lot of Nintendo news accounts on Twitter. Again, does this mean that they are making a Call of Duty game for the Switch? I guess this is another thing that you could say, yeah, this is evidence to point that maybe they are working on a project for the Switch. But again, this doesn't necessarily confirm that they are, but I just thought I would talk about that in this video. So the next thing that I need to talk about in this video is that pretty much in my first Call of Duty World War II Nintendo Switch rumour video, titled Call of Duty World War II Nintendo Switch leaked with a question mark at the end, I had a source who had two sources saying that Call of Duty World War II will get revealed at E3 2017 in the spotlight that Nintendo are doing on the 13th of June, I do believe, from the top of my head. I think that is when Nintendo are hosting their spotlight. Pretty much one source is still sticking by that, but another source is saying that the Switch version of Call of Duty World War II will not get announced at E3 2017. It will get announced at a later day, maybe August, similar to when Call of Duty Ghost got announced for the Wii U. And the reason for that is because Beenox are developing this game, and the game will not include some of the DLC and online features that the other versions will be getting. So that is why Call of Duty World War II for the Switch will not get announced at E3. It will get announced at a later date. I'm not sure what to believe, to be honest with you. I guess, I've said this before, I guess the cut-off point is September. If we get to September without any Call of Duty announcement, then it's safe to say that the Switch will not be getting any Call of Duty game this year. I will talk more about my thoughts on whether I think Call of Duty World War II will get announced for the Switch at E3 2017 in a future video. So one of those sources that did watch my original video where I did say that Call of Duty World War II on the Switch will be 1080p 60fps docked, 720p 60fps undocked. Apparently that was a little bit of misinformation or miscommunication from my source to their source. Apparently it is just a target resolution, so it's not the final resolution, but it's what Beenox are apparently targeting at the moment. So they are targeting 1080p 60fps docked, they are targeting 720p 60fps undocked. It may not necessarily be the final resolution, and that is somewhat more believable than 1080p 60fps docked in my opinion. I don't think Beenox will be able to hit that, but maybe with the Switch having a modern architecture from Nvidia, maybe that will help the Switch to get 1080p 60fps games. It's like ARMS, that is 1080p 60fps. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is 60fps 1080p native as well. So I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe Call of Duty World War II could run 1080p 60fps, but the main thing that I want to cover is that that resolution is not necessarily the final resolution, which is what I got told. it is the target resolution, according to this source. So the next thing that I need to talk about in this video is that in a previous Call of Duty World War 2 Switch video that I made last week, I'll leave a link to the series playlist where you can find all of the Call of Duty World War 2 Switch videos I have made this year. Make sure you are checking that playlist out. There should be a card in the top right. But basically last week I talked about basically I've got a source who's basically got told about the NX Steep Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle before they did get officially revealed. So obviously the NX turned into the Switch. Steep got confirmed for the Switch. And pretty much Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle got leaks earlier this week. So that game is real. And what is interesting is that my source got told about Call of Duty from Beenox coming out for the Switch. Now, not sure about whether it will be Call of Duty World War 2 or maybe a remake like Modern Warfare Remastered. But this same person who told them about Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the NX and Steep, also talked to them about a Call of Duty game coming out for the Switch as well. So, because Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle got leaked earlier this week, it is sort of making me think that, you know what, maybe this person knows a lot, basically knows what they're talking about. Basically, this person knows that Call of Duty is coming out for the Switch, and maybe because they got Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle right, maybe they are right about a Call of Duty game coming out for the Switch as well. So, yeah, I just thought I wanted to, point that out. They were right about Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, so maybe they are right about a Call of Duty game coming out for the Switch. So the next thing that I need to talk about, and the last thing that I need to talk about, is probably the more concrete thing of this whole video. So pretty much a employee of Beenox has commented on Call of Duty World War 2 for the Switch. So pretty much somebody asked them, can you say anything about Call of Duty World War 2 for Nintendo Switch? And pretty much this is what the Beenox employee had to say about that. No, sorry, except the fact that Beenox are working on a Call of Duty project, NDAs and all, with a few dots at the end. Now, what's interesting about this is if Call of Duty wasn't coming out for the Switch, then surely this person would have just said that there and then. He would have just said, no, Call of Duty isn't coming out for the Switch. I don't know where you heard this from. It's not true. We are not working on a Call of Duty game for the Switch. But because they didn't say that, it's sort of making me think that maybe this person, or maybe Beenox, are working on a Call of Duty game for the Switch. How pretty much he was vague about the whole thing. How, he said NDAs and all. Maybe there is an NDA in place about a Call of Duty game coming out for the Switch, with it being Modern Warfare Remastered or Call of Duty World War 2. But on the flip side, I guess all what this confirms is that Beenox are working on a Call of Duty project, and that may not necessarily be Call of Duty World War 2 or a Call of Duty game for the Switch. They could be helping out. Who is it this year who's developing World War 2? It's Sledgehammer. They could be helping out Sledgehammer with the development of World War 2 for the other platforms. They could be working on DLC for the game already. They could be working on supply drop weapons. So it may not necessarily confirm that they are working on a Switch project. I've just got the thought that if they aren't working on a Switch project, then surely he would have just said that there and then, or this employee would have just said there and then, no, we are not working on a Call of Duty World War 2 for the Switch or a Call of Duty game for the Switch. And when you add that with the fact that Beenox are following a load of Nintendo news accounts, and you add that to the fact that Beenox posted about the Switch when it did get revealed in October, then maybe the signs are adding up. Maybe the signs are pointing at maybe Beenox are working on a Call of Duty game for the Switch. I'm 50-50. I'm going to be completely honest and say that I'm 50-50 at this point in time. I'm not sure what to believe. I'm not sure whether Call of Duty will be coming out for the Switch. I need to see more concrete evidence, but the signs are definitely starting to point at Call of Duty World War 2, or a Call of Duty game, I should say. It may not necessarily be Call of Duty World War 2, and I did talk about that in my Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered video that I made earlier this month. May not necessarily be Call of Duty World War 2, but the signs are starting to point at Call of Duty coming out for the Switch this year. Of course, I will be keeping you guys up to date with the latest rumours, and if you've heard anything yourself, then send it to me on Twitter. My Twitter is Snorf93, and pretty much what I will do, if it is concrete, then I will make a separate video talking about it. If it isn't concrete, then I will wait until I do get something concrete, so I can make a similar video to this where I go through all of the less concrete stuff and then at the end cover the more concrete stuff. So yeah, I definitely do enjoy making these rumour roundups, and I definitely will be sticking to, you know, I will only make a video when I do get something concrete, and I will wait until I do get something concrete. But I will obviously talk about Call of Duty World War 2 for the Switch. I've got my own ideas for the game, so we'll talk about them probably on the channel. So yeah, that's just it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know whether this video has made you believe one way or the other about Call of Duty coming out for the Switch or not. So definitely I'm looking forward to hearing your comments. And yeah, this is another long video. Hopefully you have enjoyed the gameplay in the background. You will be seeing some Call of Duty Wii gameplay. Might have even thrown in some GoldenEye 007 gameplay in there as well. But you probably have seen some Call of Duty Wii gameplay. I know I get requests all of the time to upload Call of Duty gameplay on the channel, and Call of Duty Wii gameplay in particular. So hopefully you guys who have requested these gameplays for a long time, hopefully you are enjoying this series, just because that is what I am doing. I am uploading Call of Duty Wii gameplay. I am probably one of the last channels that is still uploading Call of Duty Wii gameplay on YouTube. I'm still uploading Call of Duty Wii gameplay in 2017. So yeah, I'm probably still one of the last few people in the Wii community that is still doing that. Obviously because it's, you know, it's way old at this point. I'm probably still one of the last few people from the Call of Duty Nintendo community in general that is still posting Call of Duty Nintendo videos. So I started in 2011. I will be continuing this year until we get something concrete. I probably will not do anything similar for next year's game. I probably will talk about that next year. Because I feel like if we don't get this year's Call of Duty, then I don't think we will get another Call of Duty game for the Switch. But maybe I could be wrong. Maybe Activision aren't ready to bring Call of Duty over this year. Maybe they will be next year. So yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. It's time for me to press that stop button. Got other videos to record, and you will see them on my channel soon. So make sure you are hitting that subscribe button for everything Call of Duty World War 2 Nintendo Switch related. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.